Okay, good afternoon class. So today we're looking at decimals, decimal fractions. We're on skill 7, 8, 10. In this video we'll do 7, 8, 10. And this is on page 55. Okay, so complete the following multiplications by shifting the decimal. So if you multiply by the number 10, I move the decimal 1 unit to the right. Okay, if I multiply it by 100, I move it 2 units to the right. Not so. If I multiply by 1,000, I move it 3 units to the right. Okay, so you're always going to the right direction. So currently the comma is lying there. If I move it 1 unit to the right, it's going to lie there. Not so. In other words, this will be 203 comma 6. This you get B. This comma must move how many units? This is 100, so it's going to move twice. So it's 20 comma 36 times 100. Then move it 1, 2. In other words, this is going to be written as 203, 2036. You all agree with that?
Yes.
Let's look at C. The comma must move how many units here? 3. So it's 1, 2. So say, hang on. We need another 0 to move it. Not so. So it's going to move there. So that answer is going to be 2036. So it's 20,360. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Is there any confusion there? There's more. Right, so again, how many digits are going to move this comma by? 1. Let's go with the first one. So it's going to move 1 over, not so. So this is going to be 0 comma 1, 2, 5, 8. Not so. In this case, how many units are going to move the comma? 2. There's 1, 2. This answer is 1 comma 258. Not so. The next one, move the comma 3 units because I'm multiplying it by 1,000. So it's 1, 2, 3. The answer is 12 comma 58. Okay, is there any confusion there? No. Let's go to skill 8. Now we're looking at dividing of decimals. Now there's many ways of doing this, okay? You have a way that's working for you? By all means, otherwise you can do what I'm doing, okay? So what I do first is, I get the divisor, the number I'm dividing it by. I get that to be a whole number first. That's the first thing I do. Okay, so if you go and you say, okay, you got 20 divided by, yeah, let's go that side. Okay, so you say you got 20 divided by 0.4. You put that in the calculator, 20 divided by 0.4 gives us 50. Not so. But remember, we don't have a calculator in the exam, not so. So we must develop rules so that this can work for us. Not so. So I say, okay, you got 20 divided by 0.4. So what we do is we get this to be a whole number. How do I get that to be a whole? If I multiply this by 10. What I do to the denominator, I must do to the numerator, so I multiply that by 10. So I get 200 over 4. What's 200 divided by 4? 50. Can you see that, people? So what I do is, if I multiply the divisor by 10, I multiply the quotient also by 10. Can you see that, people? If I had to multiply this by 100, I will multiply that also by 100. Whatever I did to the denominator, I must do to the numerator. Can you see that, people? So what I do is, can you see the same? So that works. So we say, okay, let's apply that rule. This needs to move how many units? 1 unit, not so. So in other words, I'm multiplying that by 10 and by 10. So we'll have 51256 divided by 4. So we just put that in now, dividing. So 4 goes to 5 how many times? Once. And remaining? 1. 4 going to 11 how many times? Twice. Which is 8. Remainder? 3. 4 going to 32? 8. Now remaining. 4 going to 5? Once. Remainder? 1. 4 going to 16? 4 times. So the answer is 12,840. Yes, Michael?
Sir, I got 128 over 40.
You made a mistake. You're not moving your comma properly. Okay? So let's look at this one here. So this number must multiply by 10. Yes, Michael?
So to be not like after the operation, we have added
No. We're not going to add a comma. So you got 5.6 divided by 0.4. For 0.4. 12,840. No comma. Yes?
Why don't you add a comma?
Because we have accommodated for that comma already. But if I multiply the numerator by 10 or the divisor by 10, the quotient must also be multiplied by 10.
So I have to times that.
Yes. Because if you're going to work with a decimal, you're going to mess the sum up, definitely. Yes, Michael?
So after you divide by 4, that's the end of the sum.
Yeah, this sum here is equivalent to that sum. Remember that if you got 5.6 divided by 0.4. If I multiply the numerator by 10 and the denominator by 10, it's 51256 over 4. And they are just divided off. You understand? Yes, Michael?
So what if the number that you divide by is really a whole number? It's not.
And then, if it's a whole number, okay, good question. So if it is a whole number, then it would have been 512.5.6 divided by 4, like that. Then it's simple. So it's going to be 512.5.6. I do my long division, or my division is 1 carry 1, 2 carry 3, it was 8 carry nothing, 1 carry 1, and 4. And then this here goes in line. You see, we will be in the same line. As long as this is the whole number here, that will always be in line. Okay. Yes, Michael?
So let's say we don't get a sum that's like dividing decimals.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? But like let's say with these to give us like a division sum with a remainder. Because we're doing dividing of decimals, we expect us to have the remainder as comma something.
You can either write remainder or you can say, if you're carrying on, you can have a comma, it doesn't matter. But it also depends on the number here. Because the remainder, say you got the remainder 3. The remainder 3 is not as 12814,3. No. The remainder and that is different. So to be played safe, rather use your remainder. Okay. For now. Let me just think of a way it will be different. Yeah. Just something to note. If it was a remainder 3, no? If you have a remainder 3, that is not the same as, if that was now not there, it's not the same as comma 3. Unless now you add zeros to it, then that 3 will be a carry, and you'll go on. Then the comma comes into a play. I think you'll do it in the next skill. Well, I hope you do it in the next skill. Otherwise, I can look at an example quickly. If you got 783 divided by 4, let's say that's the sum. Then 7 divided by 4 is 1, the remainder 3. 4 goes into 38, 9 times, remainder 2. Now 4 goes into 23, 5 times, remainder 3. But you want to write it as a decimal. It's not going to be safe for us, and that's what I was trying to tell you earlier on. It's not going to be safe for us to say comma 3 there. So it's not the same. It's not the same. So what do? We add zeros to it. So we now say comma 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now 4 goes into 23, 5 times remainder 3. Can you see that? 4 goes into 30 how many times? 7. 28, no? So it's 7. So it can remainder 2. 4 goes into 20 how many times? 5. Remainder 0, no? So then there the comma goes in line with it. So that answer is 195,75. Or you could have said 195 remainder 3. Because this would have been 195 and 3 over 4 remaining. That is the same. Okay. So watch out for that. It's just the remainder is not just comma whatever. Anything else?
So I'm still confused about
What you confused about?
I don't know.
You don't know what you're confused about. If you know what you're confused about, you let me know, then I'll try and explain to you. Okay. Right, B. What must I multiply this number by? 10. So what I do to the bottom, I must do to the top. So in other words, I got 9 must be divided by 11106. Why am I moving it 1 unit? Because I'm multiplying it by 10. If I put comma 0 here, it makes no difference. Not so. Right, now 9 goes into 11 how many times? Once. The remainder? 2. 9 goes into 21 how many times? 18 is twice. Remainder? 3. 9 goes into 30 how many times? 3. Remainder? 9 into 27, so it's 3 times. Remainder 3. 9 going to 36? 4 times. So the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can test it again. We could have using calculator in the exam, but just to make sure that you're on the right track. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one. So I'll multiply this answer by 100. We'll move it twice only. We'll multiply it by 1000. So how many units must I move this comma? 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. So in other words, it's going to be 7. It must be divided by 8806. How many times is 7 going to 8? Once. Remainder? 1. How many times is 7 going to 18? Twice. It was 14. So remainder? 4. 7 going to 40 how many times? 5. It was 35. Remainder? 5. 7 going to 56? 8 times. So we can test it as well. So it's going to be 8.806, which must be divided by 0.007 is 1258. 1258. Okay. See that God's getting the best sleep of our life there. Why are you so tired today, Michael? Huh? Why are you so tired? You don't know. Go sleep a bit earlier, man. You got too much work in Ella or what? Huh? Is there assignment for Ella now? Hmm? No problem. Not at all. Why do you have you do have an assignment? Yes. The other class was speaking about it. Yes.
Did you forget? That's still not like Ellen.
Sorry?
Still not like Ellen.
No, I like everything. I just like maths more. Right, let's do the next one. Let's multiply this by 10. And this, 10 as well. So this is, in other words, 254084 must be divided by 4. So we got 254084 divided by 4. So 4 going to 25 how many times? 6. Remainder? 4 going to 18 how many times? I'm sorry. 4 going to 14 how many times? 3. Must have half. Remainder? 2. 4 going to 25? No, but 4 going to 20 how many times? 5 times. Remainder? Nothing. 4 going to 8? Twice. 4 going to 4? The answer is 63,521. The next one. What must we multiply this divisor by? 1,000. That will move it 3 units. So this will be 7 must be divided by 1, 2, 3. 1,170. 7 going to 11 how many times? 1. Remainder? 4. 7 going to 47 how many times? 6. There's 42. Remainder? 5. 7 going to 56 how many times? You guys understand? You okay? What's wrong? You're stretching here, you okay? Right. Then you have to do number 9, correct? Right. Complete the following division by shifting the decimal point. So if we divide, the comma is moving to the left. Okay. So by how many units must this one move to the left? 1. Okay. So we have move it 1 unit to the left. The answer would simply be 15, 403. Next sum, you got 154,036 divided by 100. So you must move how many units to the left? 2. So it's 1, 2. So that would be 1,54036. Okay. Look at the next one. How many units must this comma move? 3. Because it's 1,000 you're multiplying it by. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Can you see that? So what am I shorting in front of this? 0. So I say 0, 154,036. Fairly simple, no? And the last 3 sums here. How long did this work take you?
Very long.
More than an hour.
Yes. We still pretty more skilled at this.
Okay. Let's look at D. I think this was a lot. Okay, so this comma lie here, if there's no comma, not so. No comma here, so after 9, after 9. So how many units must this one move? 1. So this answer is 1,587, 9. Let's look at the next one. This must move by how many units? 2. So it's 1, 2. So that would be 158, 7. This comma must move 3 units. 1, 2, 3. So it's 15 comma 87. Okay. That is skill 10. For homework, I would like you guys to do skill 10, 11 and 12, which is on page 55.